In 2016, two City of Fort Worth police officers encountered Charles Jackson on the streets of Fort Worth. The officers learned that Mr. Jackson was homeless, yet he was carrying approximately $1,000 in cash. The officers questioned Jackson about the source of the money he was holding. Jackson's explanation was unclear about what he had done to obtain this money, but it involved the voting process. The officers admonished Mr. Jackson that what he was doing might be in violation of the law. They suggested that he might want to stop his activities. Approximately 4 years later, on January 3rd, 2020, Mr. Jackson was again encountered by one of the same Fort Worth police officers who had questioned him on 2016. This January 3rd, 2020 conversation was recorded by the officer's body camera.
Right here, you got to be going with traffic, with vehicle traffic. Okay. Same with vehicle traffic. Okay, you got to have your light on all the time. Okay. All right, because you're going the wrong way on there, and then you cut across. You don't have your light up, you're cutting it on, cutting it off, stuff like that.
The sidewalk until I get to this
You
side.
can't be riding the sidewalk. You have to ride where the vehicles travel on the side, on the side lane.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got your ID on you? $312. Ironville last. Let me back out. 51. 2100 East Lancaster. Where you staying at?
You got a tent that got moved though. Got moved from under.
All right. What's your name?
Charles Jackson.
What's your dead bird?
Behind the haunted house.
Behind the haunted house?
Yeah.
What are you doing down here?
On 711.
Oh, on 711. All right. Hang out right here.
Man, they told me if I took the time, when I got out there, give me a place to stay and buy my vehicle and all that, but I ain't go for that shit.
Who was telling you they're going to buy you stuff?
Stuart Clegg and the people they investigating. For me not to say nothing, for me to take time to go. See it?
Yeah.
But then the Attorney General offered me an open mic plea. And when I get time, you know, if I just, you know, tell my part, you know. Because I didn't steal no ballot, man. That's too much.
So they still investigating Deborah Peoples and all that?
Yeah. They about to get, I think they arrested Stuart Clegg, Deborah Peoples campaign manager.
Deborah Peoples campaign manager?
Yeah, Stuart Clegg, they arrested him, you know.
So they were paying you how much for each ballot?
Each time I get someone to sign, they give me someone off.
To sign the absentee ballot?
Yeah. But that wasn't easy, though. Them people were 65, even old people were 65 and older, you know. And it wasn't that easy, like.
How many people did you get to sign?
One day I got like $1,200 in one day.
$1,200?
Yeah, with like 4 hours. And they give you the push to go ahead and, you know.
But did you fill out anything, or are you having them fill it out?
No, I got to fill it out while I'm talking to them, and then switch around to let them sign it, like.
So you voted everyone for them?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, once you vote once, it's vote all Democrats. They voted for everybody.
Yeah.
And they wasn't intending to do that. It's kind of leading them like.
Yeah. Were you telling them that you were doing that?
No, I was told what Student told me to tell them. You know, like.
What would you tell them when you tell them that how would you give them a sign?
I would approach their door, knock on the door, you know, and I would tell them, hey, my name and everything, and who I was with, you know, and I tell them that all we were doing was, I was told to tell them this. I was told all we were doing was already, we just making sure that we got in the system is correct, you know, and they already have information. They have their name, their kid's name, or how old they was, their birthday, their phone number. I said, is this information correct? They said, yeah, well, fine if it's correct. You know, once it's signed in, voted, you know, like, you know what I mean?
Dang. So was it a paper ballot or on the computer?
It's both.
Both?
No.
So
I
then.
had tablet and I had paper as well.
So then you'd take it back to Stuart Clegg?
Yeah.
And who else?
Deborah Peoples. She's the district chair.
Yeah.
For Denver County Airport.
And then they.
One lady was on top of that little voting stuff, you know, and she wanted to vote for this certain person. She didn't vote for a certain person. But I didn't vote for that man, like, you know, like, and then she, you know.
Huh. How much money did you make?
You know, I did for like 6 months, man.
So
I had got me a room at the Echo, you know, stayed up for 6 months.
How much money did you make all in that 6 months?
If I was gonna guess, a lot of money though.
Like roughly.
A lot of money.
Sounds like you can make some money.
Yeah.
$200 a day.
A couple of days, I might got every day. Every time I win, I got somebody to sign. You know.
So in 6 months' time, how much do you think roughly? 312 on the last season.
5 days a week. I say an average man at least $900, $1,200 a week.
$1,200 a week?
Assigned.
That's a lot. For 6 months? Yeah, that's a lot.
5 days a week.
So they still is the Attorney General's office still contacting you?
No, I did open my plea, and then
Your incident has been updated.
And it was true, you know. They already investigated stuff, you know. They gave me time served.
Okay.
They did 10
That's
days
not bad.
jail, time served.
That's not
They
bad.
were trying to give me 10 years, man.
Mm-hmm. So did you have to tell them who was paying you and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
So would they pay you cash or what?
Cash.
So who would actually give you the cash?
Stuart. Deborah gave me cash too. Stuart gave me cash. Ruben gave me cash. Then they gave me bonuses, and they bought me a moped.
Really?
Bought me a moped to get around on and go do it, you know. I didn't know it was that bad, though. I didn't know all that, everything was going
Your
on, you
incident
know.
has been
I didn't know
updated.
everything like that was going on.
How'd you meet them? How'd they get you to do it?
Hey, man, I was on Race Street.
Uh-huh.
I was on Race Street, and I had a rake and a shovel. And I was trying to find work, you know. And, you know, like, had the grass grow in concrete, you know. And,
Yeah.
and they sidewalks like that. And I was so they cut it up, and I done it, you know. She said, well, you can come out tomorrow and do my flowers. I done that, you know. But you can come out tomorrow, you know.
Who was saying this to you?
There were people.
Okay.
And then she called Stuart Clegg and told him I was a good worker, you know. So he, hey, man, come on, help me put these signs out, you know. So I started putting out signs first, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started working the poles. And I started doing a lot of stuff.
Wow, that's a lot. You got a story to tell.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
All right, well, here's your ID back. I won't hold you up.
yeah, yeah. So, but I'm so glad I got out from that trouble. That was,
But I warned you about it, didn't I?
you did, right up there.
Well, we were right up there.
I appreciate it.
We're right up there.
That's what it is.
And he was sitting there telling me this, and I was like, you're going to get yourself in some trouble. That's a lot more than all that other stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, well, until I do, you know, here I am, out here, you know, got to make some money.
Remember that? You told me that.
And I warned you about it.
Yeah.
But I never even, I saw the news article back a couple years ago or a year ago, but I didn't even.
When you said that, though, I didn't know that I didn't know they were really investigating the Democrats like that. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were.
Well, it's not, I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm just saying, just generally speaking, period. I don't care, Democrat, Republican, whoever.
Yeah. You know,
You don't, I mean.
You know, in that office, they haven't lost a vote in 11 years.
Whose office?
In Deborah People's office.
Oh, really?
Every time somebody, they campaign, they win. 11 years. 11 years. And turned out they've been stealing ballots.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Wow. Well, yeah, I remember talking to you. That's crazy. I
Hey,
totally
man.
forgot about that.
You know, but. Yeah, because I had money in my pocket. Where you get all this money? You know, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 11 years.
Your incident has been
I remember that. Yeah.
Damn son, I don't want to do no 10 years, though, for that shit, though. Like,
Yeah.
That ain't.
They don't play with that stuff. They don't play. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad he stepped away from that, though.
And then Stuart had I don't know if he faked it or not, but he had a heart attack, so he had to go to, you know, heart trouble. Like I don't care about that in jail. So you have, you got hospitals there, like, you still gonna go, like, you know. But he trying to play that sick thing, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did the Texas Rangers, did they talk to you?
They had, man, I had, they brought me down to this investigation room or interview room, you know. They had so many people in there, man, I was scared to death, man. Star Telegram came, you know. And then when they Stuart and them, they bonded me out real quick.
Stewart bonded you out?
Yeah.
So did you ever talk to Star Telegram?
Nah, he wouldn't let me. Stuart told me not to talk to him, and then they brought me out, and I got put a gag order. I got the gag order put on me. But they was coming to court, you know, and it was high profile, man. It was.
So the gag order then did they?
Oh, now that I can talk now, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I can, you know, like.
Yeah.
What's up? Like, you know.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I can.
Yeah.
You know.
You did your time, so.
Yeah, of course. I know I can. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Well, I won't keep you. All right, be careful, man.
All right, man.
Be good. Hey, Marty. Marty.
Here's a summary of what Charles Jackson told the police officer. Hired by Deborah Peoples to approach elder voters and mislead them into signing early voting documents. Their votes were taken without their knowledge. And he was paid $200 for each vote, plus bonuses, and given a moped. Jackson was indicted on January 14th, 2016 in Tarrant County, Texas. Jackson was arrested and jailed and bonded out by Deborah Peoples' assistant, Stuart Clegg. He confessed to the charges, pled guilty, and was sentenced to time served of 10 days. Deborah Peoples was the head of the Tarrant County Democratic Party. Deborah Peoples was one of 5 county officials on the Tarrant County Election Board and Commission responsible for overseeing the integrity of county elections. Last year, Deborah Peoples ran for mayor of the city of Fort Worth and lost in a runoff. Deborah Peoples is currently the Democratic nominee for Tarrant County Judge. The county judge is the top elected official in the county and presides over the county commissioner's court. The election for Tarrant County Judge is being held in November of this year, with early voting beginning in mid-October.